everybody. Hello, hello, everybody. Okay, today is a whopper day, another big day. So many things happening today. Okay, so we have a top it off. We have a micro mix. We have a hat. We have 3 tumblers. A glitter bundle, I believe, in there. I don't know. Let me see what we got in here. I'm of course obsessed with today's 3 tumblers because these came out of my brain. So I love them. There is a glitter bundle. Let me just get everything out. Whoa. Okay. So there's a glass micro mix. Hello, Stephanie. Yesterday was a glass rhinestone mix. So if you were kind of new to hang out with us, we launch new stuff every day. And yesterday was a glass rhinestone mix, which means it had the sizes all the way from possibly 3s up to 20s. And then today is a resin mix. So you are today's, sorry, not a resin mix. Today's a glass micro mix. So it's going to be 6s and 10s, 6s and 10s. Yeah, 6s and 10s. Just making sure I got that right. So let's have to look. Sorry, there's like a few of these aura stones in this bag, and my brain refuses to let me just toss these. These are the light blue auras. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Yesterday when they were in there with those dark purple aura stones, I like almost was underwhelmed by these, but now that I just see these on the table, I'm like, oh, God, they're so pretty. So if you got yesterday's glass rhinestone mix, it's when you get it. Woo. Yes, today is glass. Today's a glass micro mix, not an itty bitty. This is a micro. So this is going to be your 6s and your 10s. Yep. Sorry, I'm cleaning up my desk just a little bit. I was working at my other desk today. There's some really fun stuff coming up on the schedule in the next 2 months. And I was planning and doing swag and prepping swag. We got some fun new stuff coming in swag. So fun couple months coming up, you guys. Boop, boop. All right, look, this is how many stones I rescued. Okay, so if you were new to hang out with us today, it's going to be a glass micro mix at 6s and 10s. It is going to be colors along the lines of like a super deep, dark purple, like black currant type purple. The crystal clear, kind of an ocean blue, and a blue aura, champagne, the rose gold metallic from yesterday. Okay, and then the champagne stones. Okay, so this is blues, purples, champagnes, and rose golds. So kind of is similar to yesterday. Like you could easily mix the 2 together and it would be stunning. To go with today's, me and Maddie had a rhinestone off. We didn't do the full hat, neither one of us did, because we have to have real jobs. But I was like, Maddie, I'm gonna do it and you do it, and let's see who can go faster. Because I swear Maddie is super fast. And I did get like a 20-minute head start. But I feel like I held my own. So this is the hat today. It says life is better in boots. And you can see I started rhinestoning the hat and I started rhinestoning in the boots. I didn't get to the S, but this was my hat. So I think it looks super cute. By the way, this was one of our samples, so it prints better on the ones that we send out. Maddie's is actually the finished better one. Mine was a little bit lighter, so we were like, "Oop, we got to press it for another 20 seconds." So this was a sample one, but how cute are these? Life is better in boots. And then it's got the little 6s and 10 rhinestones on it. So on this hat are the 6s and 10s. So I did the little 6s up here and I swelled it out to the 10s and then back to the 6s. And then I've got the part that says in boots in black. These are not part of these stone mixes. These are just stones that her and I just grabbed. I think this is the Soul, Sweet Southern Soul. Okay, so and this was Maddie's. She started on the boots and the hat. But see how funny how we did it just so different, and we're sitting right next to each other. You need a fishing hat. Oh, that's a good idea. Do you have ideas for what you want it to say on the fishing hat? Because I always struggle with what to say. There was one that was something. Don't bobber. There was a cute one that had a bobber sitting in a raft with a fishing tip pole in his hands, and he said, "Don't bobber me." So cute. Okay, so the micro mix is coming. Now, that being said, these are the tumblers that I select from Hooked. So this is the glitter bundle for today. Kind of this pretty aqua blue and the champagne gold chunky and the rose gold arrow. So rose gold is a digital holographic fine rose gold, bay, and albus. So this is your glitter bundle today. The coupon code at the bottom of your screen is going to give you half price off these glitters. The bundle and all the glitter on the website is half price. If you were on Instagram, glitter 50, glitter in all caps, 50. There's no spaces, just glitter 50. And that's going to get you half price off of all the glitter on the website. Okay, and then so these are going to be these are going to be the glitter bundle for today. The bundle will go half price. All of the glitter bundles will go half price when you use that coupon code as well. So you can use it on the individual glitters or you can use it on the bundle. We've been doing the bundles that way. It kind of takes the guesswork out if you want to combine glitter and rhinestones together on a project. These are what I would have selected to put with these rhinestones. All right, so that bundle is up on the website. Here are the tumblers that are up on the website. This is, again, if you missed yesterday, we've started doing these as a drop-down menu. So when you go to buy either this tumbler bundle, the vinyl, or the sublimation, it is one listing. And let's see if she changed it. I bet she didn't notice it. Hold on, I got to go in and change because I bet she didn't notice. I changed the wording of how she didn't, and I've been so busy today. Oh, she saw it. Okay, she did. Tumbler, sublimation, or vinyl. Okay. Okay, because she had worded it as you pick, but I'm like, that might be confusing. I want you guys, the verbiage to be tumbler, sublimation, or vinyl. Okay, so you're going to see it. This is number one, and it says, in the waiting, God is working. And then on the other side, this really beautiful cross. So when you go to the listing, you're going to see the listing, and it's going to say vinyl, sublimation, or tumbler. You select whether you want to buy it as a pre-sublimated tumbler, as a vinyl print to wrap yourself, or a sublimation print to wrap and sublimate yourself. Do I have the winter? Sorry, let me bring up comments. I just swiped away from comments to go look that up. Do you have winter blues close to you to show? I do not. It's in all that is going to be in the aisle. It's super pretty. There's only like 3 left. I can confirm that. Okay. So, oh, are you talking about the tumbler? Wait, are you talking about the tumbler or are you talking about the stones? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I got a lot going on. Tanya just texted me too. Are you talking about yesterday's? Oh, she's. What am I in? Today's deals? Hold on. There's a lot happening on my end all at once. I might have the winter blues close to me. I can't remember if I put some in here. I did. Okay, I put some in here. I do have the winter blues from yesterday. Hold on, let me show you. There's 20 left. Okay, the glass mix. Sorry. I thought you were talking. There was a tumbler called Winter. Oh, that's Winter Critter. And then Winter Blues Vine Glitter. That's why I was like, my brain threw. Never mind. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Okay, so this is the Winter Blues. It's got the rose gold in it, the crystal clear, the dark purple aura, and the light purple, the baby blue aura. Now, this does not show off as well on the white background. It's so much prettier on like even the table, just flat on the table. Here's Winter Blue. So you got the dark purple aura, the light blue aura, the champagne, rose gold, and then the crystal clear. So the aura does not show on camera at all. When you get these, easiest to kind of show like on this tumbler, maybe as I rotate it. These are aura stones right here. It's spectacular. It's worth it. Get them. You're going to be bummed. There's only 20 left. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I got sidetracked, guys. That was the stones that launched yesterday. Okay, today's is called Perfectly Imperfect Micro Mix Glass. Okay, so this is tumbler number 1. It's a drop down. It's for the listing, it's a drop down. And when you click the drop down, you're going to select whether you want it as a pre-sublimated tumbler, a vinyl wrap, or sublimation print. Okay, we have started putting them all together in one. So that's tumbler number 1. Tumbler number 2 is I'm Not Perfect. Okay, number 2 is I'm Not Perfect. Shabby Chic. I love Shabby Chic. So this is how it comes out as a print. So you will select the Shabby Chic I'm Not Perfect sublimated tumbler, vinyl wrap to wrap it yourself, or sublimation print. It says I'm Not Perfect. Okay, and that is this beautiful Shabby Chic. This is, oh, I don't know. I can't decide which one I love more because I literally, these all came out of my brain. And then we have Feral Wife. Now this one doesn't actually match anything here. I just love this so much and I created it in my brain and it needed to happen today. I would do this more with like Holiday Hoedown and maybe something with, yeah, Holiday Hoedown. It's going to have the red and the greens in it. And it says Feral Wife. So you can, but this doesn't match today's stones because there's no red in today's stones. I just love this so much. So it says Feral Wife and it's got the books and the tumbler. So you can order it as a pre-sublimated tumbler, the vinyl wrap, or the sublimation print. Okay, and this is what it looks like as a tumbler. But it has the red. I just went red because we don't do a lot of red, but I know y'all love red. So, okay, so we've got I'm Not Perfect, In the Waiting God Is Working, and Feral Wife. Oh, yes. Yesterday's rhinestone mix and today's rhinestone mix will blend beautifully. They both have the rose gold in there. Yesterday's has some blues. Today's has some blues. It's got the crystal clear. So yeah, it will blend beautifully, even if you just mix yesterday's and today's. We can do that at the end if you want to see how they blend together. But yes, so if you didn't get yesterday's, you can also do today's. But yesterday's is a standard size, the regular rhinestone mix. Today's is a micro mix. Okay. And then also on the website, there's a Top It Off. This Top It Off has white glitter, seafoam, minty green bingsu beads, a naughty straw topper, Mary Jane straw topper, some little rhinestones, little rhinestone mix, has some green in there, straw snuggler. Okay. Single taken tacos with tacos selected. Then it's got little taco clay shapes. And then it's got avocado toast. You got little avocados and little toasts. Okay, so it's got tacos, avocados, and toasts. Single taken tacos, white glitter, bingsu beads, straw cap, rhinestones, and straw snuggler. Okay, fun little Top It Off today. Shoot, shoot, shoot. That is in the Top It Off. And then again, the hat. So if you are new to joining, we've started launching every once in a while a new hat design. You will get a sublimated trucker hat. It's got the mesh back, super comfortable. And we will pre-sublimate it. They're $10, and then you can rhinestone them and have fun with them. These make great little inexpensive Christmas gifts, I think. Okay, and then today's UVDTFs. Okay, we have our UVDTF launch. We have these sweet treats, ice cream cones. Okay, then we have a full page of blue bows for full sheet mix blue bows. Sorry, I got to go out and come back into this live because I'm behind schedule. Okay, then you got the blue bows, full sheet mix, starfish, a whole sheet of starfish, full sheet mix. You know how I feel about my busy tumbler, so this makes some really nice busy tumbler, and then layer over some really pretty other beachy versions of UVDTFs. Love, love, love this guy, the little soft pastel garden gnome. And we're coming into kind of our Christmassy tree, winter, Northern Lights era season. So we did a tree landscape so that you can do your like Milky Ways and stuff and make it look like Northern Lights, and then wrap your UVDTF as your tree line. So those are your UVDTFs for today. Hello, Miss Sandy. Okay, so we've got UVDTFs. We got 3 new tumbler designs. In the Waiting God is Working with the cross. I'm Not Perfect, shabby chic style. I'm obsessed. And Feral Wife. The Feral Wife one does not work with today's rhinestone mix, but I just loved it so much we made it one of our designs for today. And then there is a new hat. I'm just going backwards through everything. There is a new hat. This is just examples of the way Maddie and I started rhinestoning it, but neither one of us is finished, but kind of gives you an idea and a look of like when you rhinestone these, how fun they are. Okay. I did the baseball, the cowboy hat, and I didn't get the S done. I should have just finished and carried through to the S. So these are the trucker hat, the Life is Better in Boots today. And then there is a Top It Off today. It has all of our naughty section things in it. Okay, so that is up there for today. Okay, now we're gonna do the micro mix. Let's do this. Okay, so today is a glass micro mix. It's gonna be 6s and 10s. Hello, Miss Tracy. Okay. All right, here we go. So glass micro mix today. Sorry, guys. Make you guys straight. Let's start. Let's jump in. Grab the cookies. All right, we're gonna start with our simple start with our crystal clears. These are already combined in 6s and 10s. I asked her to combine the sizes for me so I don't have to cut open as many bags. Makes my life a little easier. Okay. So remember those crystal clears from yesterday, how very, very super duper sparkly they are. Okay. Okay, these are going to be your crystal clears, but none of their stones are basic. Even their simple crystal clear are crazy sparkly. So I get too many stones in there and then they won't all flip over. Okay. Hold on. Oh, farts. I'm rushing. Okay. Okay, there we go. But look how stupid sparkly those are. Super duper duper sparkly. And these are just your crystal clears, 6s and 10s. All right, so we got that. All right, there's one in there. Two in there. Okay. So that's our crystal clears. Then we're going to go in with our champagnes. So these will go beautifully on the cross tumbler and your shabby chic tumbler. This is going to be for a lot of that really nice beiginess in that shabby chic. And this is going to be your champagne gold stones. Look how sparkly they are. Okay, so this is the glass micro mix up on the website, y'all. Crazy sparkly champagne gold. Let's see, for me, this is gonna look, where did you guys, oh, there it is. Look how pretty this stone color will look on all this tumbler particularly. Like, so pretty. Doing all the, like, this little beigey butterfly, detail him out. Do your roses and some, like, the base of these colors and ombre into the multiple colors. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so we got those two colors starting. So I would ombre the champagne silver, sorry, the champagne gold into the rose gold on those roses. The champagne color would be really pretty on the cross, part. And then do the rose gold in the flowers, and then do the deep, deep, deep dark purple for the centers of the flowers. You'll see. You'll see. We're getting there. We're getting there. So here's what the two look like. Just these two combined together. Ah, like a little bowl of diamonds. Love, love, love. Okay. Now let's start playing with our fun colors. Because I just want to see these three colors together. We're going to start with our rose gold. Okay. This is called Light Peach, and this is going to be in the 6s and the 10s. So if you're just jumping in, this is a rose gold, a sparkly rose gold. Oh, I love this. This is a new color. Absolutely stunning. We used these yesterday in the larger stone mix, and now we're dropping them into this micro mix today. This is going to be your crystal rose gold. Okay. This is a very regal, elegant mix so far, because we've got the almost like the silver, because it's going to be the crystal clear. You've got the champagne gold, and then you got that rose gold. In glitter, this would be super pretty. This is one of my favorite ways to mix glitters, is the champagne gold, the rose gold, and the silver together. And that's now what we have so far in this mix. So this is going to be a glass rhinestone mix, you guys. It's a glass micro mix. Super duper sparkly. Okay. Now let's play. Okay, we're going to do our blue. This is our blue aquamarine. This is not the AB. So this is the blue crystal aquamarine. And the 6s and the 10s. Hi guys, as you guys are popping in. Of course, this color is going to be beautiful on that cross tumbler. Okay, going in. This is them individually. Beautiful aquamarine, pretty color. Okay, mix in. If you haven't been on the website today or yesterday, The tumblers, sublimation print, and vinyl are all now on the same listing. It's now a drop-down option. So if you want the vinyl, just click on the link, the picture that has the vinyl, the tumbler, and the sublimation print. And then in the drop-down menu, just select which one you want, the tumbler, the vinyl, or the sublimation print, and then add to cart. Okay. So here we go. Starting to get fun. Starting to get fun. Okay, so we got those rich royal colors under there, those metallics. You got your crystal clear, your champagne gold, and your rose gold. And then you got that real pretty aquamarine starting to come in and add that little touch of color to this mix. Now we're going to go in with like our black currant, like the deep, dark black currant color. Deep, rich purple. Very, very, very dark. Okay, bag number 1. So this is going to be a rich, 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 dark black currant. Blackberry. Okay. If you're new to seeing rhinestones be mixed, the silver back is what you're seeing is the backs of the rhinestones. The color is the front. When you apply the rhinestones, you're not going to see that silver part unless you're applying it onto something clear. You'll see it from the other side. Oh, this mix gets better and better. Okay. Another bag of the black currant, and these are going to be all 6s and 10s. Incoming. Okay. And what's beautiful about these is depending on the way you hold their angle, you're going to get like a mauve, a soft grape, and then a super dark black currant. It just depends on what angle of light you catch it at. It's their colors are so robust and so like layered onto each stone. It's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. And you know how I feel about purple, you guys. So this one is particularly spectacular. I love me, my aquamarines and my purples together. But this is what I was saying for like the center of these flowers, that dark, dark color down in the middle would be super pretty. I personally would do all the like the outline of the words, maybe like the God and the roses and the like the feather details all in the dark purple. And then maybe the in the weighting in is working in like the aquamarine. And then have this on the one side. Yes. Yes. All right. So let's see. Here we are. Now this is it. This is the mix so far as it is. Starting to get our colors showing up in there. So we've got our aquamarine, light aquamarine, deep dark currant, rose gold, champagne gold, and silver so far in this mix. Again, this is as the 6s and 10s in case you're just popping on. Okay, now our final stone being layered in there is going to be another, it's called blue zirconian. And it's got an AB aura. Because it's hard for me to do a mix and not add at least one type of aura or volcano or AB stone. Okay, here we go. So this is the AB blue zirconian. Oh, it's so pretty. And again, yes, this is a glass mix. So for all my glass peeps who wait all week for the glass to show up, I'm sorry. I know. I can't stop. It's literally like an addiction. As much as it is for you guys, it is for me too. Like making mixes is the most fun part of my job, is getting creative and putting my color choices together. Okay, here we go. This is the blue zirconian AB. So depending on which angle, So when these are in the bag, these almost look like they have a metallic layering over the like the resin stones do, but these don't. This is actually an AB glass stone, and it is translucent, and it's almost like an iridescent mica flake kind of, how it shifts from that green to that blue. Super duper pretty. Super duper sparkly. Oh, okay, here we go. And this is the final color. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it when, like, sometimes they don't know how I envision it, but they still gorgeous, and I'm like in love with it. But my brain had seen it a certain way, and sometimes it comes out exactly how my brain saw it, like this. Okay, and I'm going to change your guys' angles because when you're looking down into the bowl, you don't have the lighting like when I tip you up just a little bit. So here, oh, of course, and then the internet blinks out on me. So sorry, internet's blinking. We're having a hard time. So here's this mix. It's funny because the purple stone looks almost black. This is like a dark, deep black currant purple with those champagnes and the silvers. Hold on, let me see if what get the right angle. So that dark, dark, dark stone, that is that dark black currant. Sorry, they're falling out on my table and I don't want to waste any. So pretty. Good ASMR. Oh, for sure. I've actually thought about doing a craft ASMR channel where I just literally sit and do it with the special mic. I have all the special mics and stuff. I have all of the stuff. I've thought about it, and then like doing a project and actually doing the crafting, but at absolute silence, just ASMR. I love ASMR. Like I love it. You either love it or you hate it. You tune in for some ASMR. Yeah, crafting ASMR. For sure. All right. So this is today's rhinestone mix. I'm gonna grab me a little sample because 1000% I'm taking some. Taking 2 scoops. I'm taking 2 scoops. There we go. All right, so if you guys are just popping in, today is a glass micro mix. Okay. This the mix we just did. Let's see what it is called. Perfectly Imperfect. It's got the champagne gold, crystal silver, rose gold, black currant, aquamarine, and blue zirconian AB. Okay, that's what's in this micro mix. And what shall I use this on? Ooh, I have this guy. So I actually think this is the blues in here, the aquamarines and the blue zirconian is going to be real pretty on these roses. So let's dive in. If you're just jumping in, the new tumblers up today are I'm Not Perfect, Shabby Chic. Okay. In the Waiting, God is Working. Cross on one side, beautiful with the pretty aeoniums and the super pretty. And then this one has nothing to do with anything color wise. I just loved it. This one says Feral Wife, and it's got the books. We'll pretend they're naughty books with the roses. And I just thought this was a fun one. And then today there are the new hat. Okay, Life is Better in Boots that you can rhinestone. Me and Maddie both started one. It was funny because we like in my brain it was obvious where to start, and in her brain she started somewhere completely different. So Life is Better in Boots is the pre-sublimated a hat that you can get to rhinestone yourself. Hold on, let me expand my screen so I can see your comments. Got the calcium off. Thanks for your suggestions. Oh, I must be talking to them. So when you go in for the tumblers, if you prefer these as a printed vinyl or sublimation print, so you can wrap and do them yourself on the tumbler, just in the drop down menu, you can do the drop down menu and select the printed vinyl or the sublimation print of any of these. Okay. So in the listing, it'll have a tumbler, a sublimation print, or vinyl. Just click the one listing and it'll have a drop down option, and you're just going to select how you want it. Okay. And then there's new UVDTFs today, and there is Top It Off. So if you're new, the Top It Offs are just fun little craft goodie bundles. And today's Top It Off is like the munchies and the fun little Mary Jane accessories. And then the UVDTFs is the little yummy ice cream cones, the starfish, full sheet mix starfish, the ribbon blue ribbons, blue ribbon blue, I think they called it, ribbon and blue, full sheet mix. The dandelion, this is a pastel, soft tone dandelion, soft tone gnome, and the tree line. Okay, the winter tree line. Okay, so those are the new UVDTFs today. And don't forget, if you're part of the UVDTF club, to use your coupon code. And then, as always, y'all, don't forget your free mini UVDTF. Don't forget to use your coupon code at the bottom of the screen for half price off all of your glitter. And then don't forget $25 for shipping kicks in for free. All right, everybody over on Instagram, it was fun hanging out with you guys. We're going to take off from Instagram for now so I can just have, we're going to be continuing on through on YouTube and Facebook. So if you want to keep with us live, you can jump over there. All right, thank you guys. See you later. Get out of here. See you later, TikTok. No, that's Instagram. See you later, Instagram. All right, so this is one that I started last week to go with another one of those cute hats, and it said "Let Them." And I have been working on this, but I think the blues. There's two different blues in today's, and I think it's going to go real pretty on these roses. So let's do a little doo. So was this glass? Yeah, that was glass. All right, so here we go. So this is today's mix. Hold on, I'm gonna get a tray in just a second, a bigger tray. So if you got the swag bag, you got all these wonderful little trays, this tray set. They link together, but inside of it, you got the full larger trays. But they have these slats on the sides, so you can link them together with the rest of the trays in the set if you want. Okay, so I'm actually going to work on this. It's just so much easier for me to work out of a bigger space because of my shaky shakes. Okay. Still just aggressively shook these out. Okay, there we go. Oh, my pencil. Look how floppy dompy my pencil is. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. This one was, oh boy. Oh boy. I'm not sure what that mix was called. Let me go look. I'll know right when I see it. Give me a second. It's sold out. I know that. Oh, it's Sunflower Skies. That mix is Sunflower Skies, and it looks like there's maybe 10 to 15 left on the shelf. So it did not quite sell out. So this one was Sunflower Skies that we used on here. And it looked like there's 10 to 15 or so of them left. So I'm going to sharpen my little. Now the tip does not need to be sharp at all. Doesn't need to be sharp like a pencil. It just needs to have a little end on it. All right. So we're going to go in and work on our rose. Okay. You have that one. Yes, no problem. All right. So we're going to go in. We're going to start. So we're using today's micro mix for the blue on these roses. So I'm going to do the center, and then I'm just going to do get me started. And I think I'm going to go with the plain aquamarine. Actually, I'm going to kind of mix the aquamarine and the blue AB together. I'm not going to try to separate them because I think that the tone difference between them will be real pretty. For all the ones along the inside, I'm going to just keep all the SS6s. As I go towards the outer edges, I'll swell up to the 10s. So when I say swell up, what that means is I'll do like 5 SS6s, and then I'll switch to SS10s and then go back down to SS10s, 6s. And in this mix, I can see that you can see the difference between the aquamarine and the ABs, but I am not separating them. I'm going to mix them all kind of together. Because I think that'll be a really pretty texture on the rose. So this is using today's glass micro mix. Oops, that was a 10. Oh, well. Apparently I'm doing a few 10s on this one. It's crazy how blind I am, y'all. Okay. I couldn't have told you that was different until I actually attached it. So now we're going to go out to the next line out. Oops. Hi, guys. As you guys are just dropping in, this is the new glass micro mix for today. There's also a new baseball as a trucker hat up, and it says "Life is better in boots." It has a cute little cowboy hat. That is up on the website, as well as 3 new tumblers that I think pair well with this mix. I think all the champagnes, the oops, I think that was a 10. I think the champagnes, the crystals, and the rose golds in here are going to be really pretty on that shabby chic cup. I personally still always recommend getting 1 or 2 bags of each mix so that you have a nice variety in hand. So if you get a cup and you need a particular color, I I love digging through my stones. Like when I'm doing that peacock tumbler, I'm literally just digging through my bags of stones until a, a color flashes out to me. Then I'm like, oop, that's perfect. And then I rip it open, drop some down in my rhinestone tray, and work on my peacock tumbler. That peacock tumbler has so many colors on it. It's a fun tumbler to work on. And I'm not committing. It's so fun because I don't even worry about like, okay, what did I use today? Because it has so many colors on it. One feather, I'm not doing it uniform. So they're all the different feathers in their own unique colors. So mine's going to be kind of wild because it's going to be all over the place. These stones are perfect for this cup. I agree. That's why I was like, oh, immediately when I looked up, I was like, what cup are we going to do a little detail work on today? And I was like, definitely this one. So this was Sunflower Skies for this sunflower, and then this is today's mix. But this one, I'm putting the aquamarine and the blue zirconian AB on this rose. I'm not changing like each one, if that makes sense. Like I'm not only doing blue zirconian or aquamarine. I'm mixing, I'm letting them kind of, I'm just picking them up. I'm not thinking about, am I picking up a blue zirconian AB or aquamarine? I'm just, whichever little teeny one I grab is whichever little teeny one I grab. I think that's just going to add some really pretty visual texture to this cup. Okay, so now I'm going to start playing with my SS10s as now I'm getting to the broader leaves on the rose. Sorry, there's a little glue stuck to the end of my. So if you have a rhinestone being weird on the end or not picking up, that means you've accidentally touched the tip of your wax pencil to the glue, and the glue has like either dried up or become tacky. So if it's tacky, it won't want to release the stone, but if it's dried, it won't want to pick up the stone. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to go into the 10s. So we did the 6s. This one actually might have some 5s in there because that one is smaller than that one. So I'm pretty sure that's a 5. Working with the bigger stones goes so much faster. I'm so fast rhinestoning when I use those big stones. Okay. Okay, go back up into those big stones. Oh, it's so pretty. Y'all. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to go slightly bigger. Boop. There's more than 6s and 10s in here. Let me look at one of those bags. That might be a 12. I'm fun. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, you guys. So pretty. And then look, oh, those champagnes are going to be really pretty right here. Or even the crystals right here with the champagne in the middle of these daisies. You watch the carpet cleaning YouTubes to go to sleep? That's hilarious. I know exactly what you're talking about. This is so pretty. This is so addicting. Like, I love when I just let my brain not work at night and just do this. I don't know if I get the luxury, but it's fun. I love it. I'm definitely getting fast. Thank you. Yes, this one is from last week. This one matches last week's trucker hat really well too. Whoops, second stone stitched. Yeah, so as I get to these bigger leaves, as we get farther out, I'm going to start, I like working the bigger stones. And I do both outer edges first. It's just a preference. I put my little stones on the outside edges, and then I work my way in with the bigger stones. But again, that's just personal preference. If you're new, we do have a starter tool bundle. It's only $5. You're going to get the basic tools that you need. You're going to get the rhinestone picker pencil, the wax pencil that I'm using here. You're going to get a glue. You're going to get a tray, the little shimmy shaker tray. And you're going to get a little rectangle tray. You're going to get a rectangle tray and a triangle tray. And that will get you started on the basic tools that you need. Now, obviously, the more in-depth, the farther in you go into this addiction, because I'm not even going to call it a hobby, it's an addiction. The further you go in, there are bigger, more expensive, more elaborate tools. But ultimately, those are just, I don't want to say they're noise because they can be helpful, but they are not necessary. All these years in, and I'm still just plugging away with these guys. Do I have some of the fancier tools? Yes. Do the rhinestone sorting tray thing work when it's your jam? Yes. Um, I have done it. I do when I have the time to sort my rhinestones with it. It's wonderful, but I generally don't have the time for that. So yeah, it's always a little bit rushed and chaotic over here. I keep thinking that life is going to slow down and I'm going to get some time, but I don't know that that's actually really something that's going to happen for me. I have it on my vision board to have a day where I feel bored. My vision board has a bored day. Just be bored. I haven't been bored in 20 years. And then I married an ADHD fella who literally, even if he wants to be bored, he cannot. His body just literally will not allow him. Like last night, he's like, I'm exhausted. I'm going to the gym. I was like, what? Those two words don't go together. Just take a break. He's like, I can't sit still. I can't sit still, but I'm so tired. All right, here we go. I'm almost done with this rose. Here we go, looking good. That guy into here. So we are using today's today is a glass micro mix. I need to size this one because I can't tell if this is going to be a 12 or 16. This might have size 16s in it. I am still struggle, one, because I'm blind as a bat, being able to tell what size something is by just looking at it. I'm finally getting a little faster, but I'm not getting better at being able to identify a size without it being like on a map or saying it on the bag. I still struggle. There are so many stones in this mix. There's so many. It's wonderful. These little. This is why I love these micro mixes. You get all those little tiny stones to do all this perfect little detail work. I definitely like this larger tray with my shakes. Makes my life easier. Okay, bounce out to those 10s. Look at me zooming. All right, y'all. Yeah, same, Maureen. I like that you can make these as fine tipped as you want. Sorry, you guys are like my calm in the storm today. I have managed and done more than one human in one day can possibly really do. And I keep doing that every single day for weeks now. I'm just blow torching my candle. I'm not even burning my candle at the both ends. It's just being blow torched right in the middle. And I reset every night, go to sleep, and then I start all over again the next day, blow torching the candle again. I don't know. I know that I'm a pretty amazing person and I have an amazing capacity to just trudge forward, but holy moly, this is so intense. This portion of this era of our life, I told Ivan, I was like, I'm ready for the next era. The last 9 years has been trials, triplets, and moving multiple times. Ivan and I have moved in the 10 years that we've known each other, I have moved one, two, three, four times in the last 9 years. I would like to not be moving anymore, but now we're buying our home. Okay, here we go. Nah, I feel like I'm kind of done. Like this down here could be done. I'm gonna hold off on that one. Where'd the lids go? Okay, I feel like I'm done. I could go in and do a little more. Yeah, you guys, this moment, this little quiet moment of doing this is my sanity today because I have to do, gotta get my kids registered for homeschool this week when I go up to top tonight. Look, okay, so this is Sunflower Skies, and then this is today's new glass mix. Okay. This glass mix also has, if you missed the mix, you can rewatch it from the beginning of this live, but it has champagne gold, rose gold, crystal clear, aquamarine, blue zirconian AB, and then this beautiful black currant, which I did not use on this tumbler, but is probably my favorite color in this mix. It would go gorgeous on this type tumbler or my peacock tumbler. I'm going to take up some of this to do my peacock tumbler. Because the aquamarine and the blue zirconian and the purple will be perfect in that peacock tumbler. So I'm going to take this up top. All right, y'all, I've got to go early tonight because Ivan needs to get out and work on the RV. And so I've got to take over for the baby, and so he can jam out there and try to get this RV fixed. We cannot move until this RV has been repaired. So he's been in this heat just under that RV, redoing the insulation on the bottom. If you missed the whole debacle with that, our RV flooded and destroyed the underneath the whole flood. I mean, it was insane. And so had to be all pulled out and replaced. And my husband, to save $500, is like, I'll do it myself. And he's been working on it for like 6 months. Not steadily, but like, okay, babe. But now we're using move, put all weird, odd shaped things like my lawn art and like lawn chairs and my folding chairs and just like the oddball things in it to move. And all the boxes and things will go in the pod. So I'm like, but we can't haul it until it's finished. So yeah. Oh, when I do rhinestones on a live and I actually like rhinestone something, I feel like it's like mind-numbingly boring. But I needed that 10 minutes, 15 minutes of just for my brain. All right, thank you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Any news on the house? No, we have no news on the house, Margaret. We are in limbo. They say that they're just waiting for some document from the IRS. I don't have any other details because I don't ask details. Some kind of document they need from the IRS, and I don't even know what it pertains to or why or anything else. It's all else. Like they gave me that information. All I heard was, "We're not closing escrow right now. Just wait." And so I'm like, okay, I don't care what it is, whatever it is. I'm not dealing with that portion of life. I can't. I have too many things on my plate. Ivan's dealing with that portion. So whatever it is, he'll just let me know when we close escrow. I'm assuming now we won't be driving out until next weekend because Ivan doesn't want me driving by myself with the kids. He's like, no, that's too far. He's like, if you break down the side of one of those highways in the middle of nowhere, he's like, I don't feel comfortable with that. So because most likely if we close, it'll be at the end of this week. And then I don't know. I would foresee like a small miracle happening this week. And that's why I'm getting the kids into homeschool now. Cause that's just another week that goes by that we're not in school. So, it's most likely going to be next week. So yeah, it's just a real, it's, but I should have called it when they said, "Oh, we want escrow to go through in 24 hours, 24 days." And our mortgage guy was like, "Oh yeah, no problem. I can have it done in 7 days." Da, da, da. I should have gone with my gut where I'm like, I've never had an escrow close that fast. Like never. They're always wanting this or that or do this, do that. And I'm like, it's never been that simple ever for me. And I should have known. And here we are. It's going to even be over 30 days. We're past like 21 days was last Tuesday or last Monday? So yeah, it's going to be over a 30-day escrow for sure. I had an escrow last 90 days. I can't even remember why that one took so long, but 90 days. It's crazy. So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for being patient. And if you, these stones, they're so beautiful. If you get a chance to go pop over to our Instagram page, for some reason they show off on that camera so much better. I don't get it, but I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody.